Each project we create begins with black video. To obtain black video, once again come down to the lower right here of the project window, and this icon here, known as the new item icon, allows access to a variety of items that we can select from. And so what we want is black video. And the settings for this black video will default to the settings of the sequence that we created in the previous video. So we can go ahead and accept those settings. We won't change those. And we can go ahead and click OK. And there it is. You can, of course, preview the black video by double-clicking it. And by default, it's giving this amount of time here shown in this teal-colored bar. And the time indicator is showing you that this is 5 seconds. So if we were to click the play button, you can see the time indicator here, the playhead position moving. And so we have 5 seconds of video. So if we were to take this, grab here with the hand, drag video only, and put that on video 1, we now have 5 seconds of video here on our sequence or on the timeline. Take a look at your keyboard and look for the plus key. It's next to the backspace key, and you can zoom in to make that piece of video larger, which makes it easier to work with, but it still is 5 seconds. One of the ways that you can verify that it's 5 seconds is to just look up on the timeline. There's 4 seconds, there's 5 seconds. The other thing you can do is you can adjust this very accurately by right-clicking on the video, select speed and duration, and then you have access to the duration time code. And how this time code works is that the 5 refers to 5 seconds, and then followed by this semicolon, and this 2-digit value here refers to the number of frames of video per second. And so we are operating at 30 frames per second. So you'll notice that if I click and scroll backwards, I am now at 4 seconds 26 frames. As I scroll forward, after frame 29, the next frame would be 30, so it will jump to 5 seconds. The other way you can control the duration is you can be very specific by clicking once, and then you can type in a specific time code. So for example, if we wanted 3 seconds and 21 frames, we would simply go to our 10 keypad and type in 3:21. And if we click OK, then I'll go back into speed and duration, you will see that we now have 3 seconds and 21 frames as the length of time for this black video. The other way you can adjust the duration of the video is to simply come right on the timeline, and you'll notice when you point to the end of it that the arrows appear, this red arrow, and you can click and drag to change the duration. So that's about 8 seconds right there. Let's see how accurate I was. 7 seconds, 28 frames. The other thing you can do with black video on the timeline is to click and hold, and you can move it to a different location. You can also move it to a different video track. So to conclude this video, have me come by and take a look at your video, and if you would, go ahead and set the speed and duration to 4 seconds, 25 frames, and then zoom that in to look about like that. And that will conclude video 5 of how to obtain and use black video to start and also to end any video production that we do in this class.